Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cocksuckers of all makes and models, strap your fucking shit spreader in for another clusterfuck of Let's Be Blunt with your hosts, Master Ren.
What up, what up?
Hot Ronnie Monty.
Good morning.
And Senor J fucking D.
Hi, bitches. Or is it evening? Or
Well,
afternoon?
it depends on what end of the country you're at or the world. The
or when
clusterfuck
you're pressing listen.
Play.
Yeah,
that would be
play.
that would be the play button, Ronnie. I press record.
You press record.
The
They press
listeners
play.
press play.
Would that still be technically the listen button? They hit play to listen to
The
it?
like
I guess
button.
they could hit the like button.
Or the
Hit
share
like,
button.
subscribe,
Share,
all that happy stuff. But Ronnie, where can they find us?
They can find us on Instagram at Let's Be Blunt _pod. Don't go to Twitter. Twitter's not going to really help you out right
I don't
now.
understand Twitter yet.
We're going
I'm
to
not
work on
Trump. I
Twitter.
don't know how to
Facebook.com/Let's Be Blunt Pod. It's Let's Be Blunt Pod across the board. What else we got? We got a website? No, that's under construction. We got email. We do have email. Let's Be Blunt Pod @gmail.com.
Send us your tales from the Blacktop.
We want them all.
Please do, because not for nothing, the better, subscribe, sent in stories, the better, because it's more fun, because we don't know a lot of the context that will be wrapped around the story. So it's
makes
like,
it
we have
that
fun
much
with that.
better.
yeah, because it's like, all we'll get at the end of it is, and then the dude woke up with his hand in his asshole. And that's all we have to go off of, and not for nothing, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
gonna
If someone
fucking
has
throw
a
the
story
stand
that
out the
ends
window.
like that, send it, please.
And stereo.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Coming
8
to you
ball,
live
please.
now in stereo and telephonic vision.
We have our own live
we
sound
make
effects.
we make our own echoes here.
Oh, this is going to be a shit show.
It's already. This show is gonna be as much as a shit show as this motherfucking election.
Oh my god, dude. Not for nothing. My kids can count better than this. I don't know what is going on here. I knew this shit was going to happen back in 2000 when Bush won the election, when all of a sudden a bunch of votes were found in Florida where his brother was on the counting, whatever the fuck it was.
Jeb Bush.
But
guy.
no, for nothing. Now they're just blatant about it. At
Now
least,
they have,
dude,
they have
put
trucks. The trucks are labeled Democratic votes.
at least just put some effort into your not even Democrat, dude. All of them.
Yeah.
No, they're all so hard up to win on
Sorry,
their side.
Democrats. I just went after you. My bad.
Democrat, Republican, even gold. You know what? I will even throw all political parties under the bus on this one.
Don't they take the votes from gold?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm
Didn't
dying
what
tonight.
was that? Yeah. You all right over there?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Wasn't it Jorgensen lost almost half of her votes from Pennsylvania?
Yeah, probably because they do
Yes.
ranked choice voting over there, and they
Oh,
elected
that's
to
another
the
thing.
fact of no, because we want 1, 2, 3, or 4, and everyone put fucking Jorgensen as 3,
Yeah.
and obviously she lost those, so we're gonna take her votes and split up amongst those two. But you know what? The dude that's hitting the buttons happens to be either a Biden or a Trump supporter, and now the number is, instead of 13,322, it's 18,322.
Mhm.
But the problem is now there's 12 different people doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. So
All over the country.
then she
And
goes
the
from
numbers don't make sense.
4.1%.
Because how can
to
you be
1%?
106%? Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, it's fine. I think I talked over you.
That's one thing we got to work on is stop
Yes,
walking over
apparently.
each other.
So we just lost our train.
Yeah. Mama Joe, Pennsylvania. They're
Lost the
stealing
votes, yeah.
Yep.
Well, because that's the problem is like I said, a lot of these places are coming up with fucking 103%, 106% voter turnout.
Yeah.
That's not how this works, bro.
You can't have more than 100%.
Wisconsin
maybe in
has-
school the extra credit would matter, but not here.
Yeah.
Do not do the extra credit. Do not round up. This isn't a rounding situation. You know
Right,
what I
we
mean?
need to be precise on this one.
Yeah, exactly.
It says Wisconsin has more votes than people who are registered to vote.
Well, that's because they counted all the people that died in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Total number of
Their vote
registered
still counts.
voters. Now, I didn't verify this. I don't know if any of you guys verified this.
Well,
But
I haven't gotten a chance to. Sorry.
3,129,000.
I'm
How
sure-
is that even? I don't know.
I'm sure if we're wrong, we'll hear about it on Instagram at
Well, seriously, yeah.
And-
If we're wrong, educate us. We'll look
Please.
into it. So we, if we have to, we can go back and retract it. But carry on as you were, good sir.
Total number of votes cast: 3,239,920.
Okay.
So that's more than the registered voters.
Well, because you know what it is? Because I've even heard this, like, overhearing people, because I like to people watch.
Oh,
I like the way you do that with your soda can when you take it out of the refrigerator at the convenience store. You tap the top of it. Sir with the orange vest. Yeah, baby. If you were going to hit it, that would have been the moment. Fuck.
We both paused and waited for you. We saw you go
we
for
saw
it,
go.
and
It's
then
like,
you pulled back.
Yes, go for it. Go
It's
for it.
Good. Oh.
Oh, my God. It's like my... Oh, my God.
It's so
You're
good.
a horrible human being. You're a horrible person. Please don't change.
Don't ever. I love you just the way you are.
But the problem is like,
I'm good.
Like, overhearing people like at the store and stuff like that is like, I heard one person where they called up, ordered like the mail-in ballots for him, his like 2 kids, and his wife. They came in, he filled them out, sent them in. Then they went and voted.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
So they're voting twice.
Yeah, but they mailed in, and because the mail-in ballots aren't technically like, they're supposed to be anonymous, so like they just get sent in, they don't count towards an individual person's name. Granted, it comes from an address, but when they get taken out and put in, the ballot itself is supposed to be anonymous, so it's not like it's scanning your address saying,
So
okay,
you're not,
it came from here.
These mail-in votes, you're not putting your name or any kind of your information on there at all? Like,
But no, you have to
can...
sign something.
Like, yeah, you have to like sign it, but when it goes through the thing, like counting as it just counts as A or B. So it's not just like
you went and voted.
Yeah.
You went and voted.
Yes, I did for the first time ever.
Me too. So we both registered there that day.
Yep.
What'd you need? Just an ID, right?
I just an ID. I thought I would needed a bill or some kind of utility bill, but no, they just needed my ID.
Yeah. So
True.
what's the fucking?
when I
I used to go to the bar with a fake ID all the fucking time.
How is it?
No, I didn't. I mean,
how does you're how old?
Do that. We're not bad.
I took my thing off, so I can't really give the reach around anymore. So I took my training wheels off because I wasn't good with them. I burned them.
Yeah, you were bad with that.
Oh,
okay.
God.
But yeah, I just needed the ID. That's all.
But nothing was verified.
You want to know what's
no, I guess
You
not.
guys are going to love this.
Yeah,
one,
I just
man.
filled out paperwork. There was no computers or nothing.
No, I filled
Except
out a
for the
piece of
machine.
paper that said "fucking I'm a U.S. citizen."
Yeah.
That's it.
A green piece of paper that I just... And then they told me when I was trying to write down libertarian, they were like, no. Unless you're putting Democrat or Republican, you got to put undeclared.
Which isn't, like, they can't tell you that. That's considered voter intimidation.
That right? Like, so I was just... Well, I asked her, I was like, well, why undeclared? Why can't I put down libertarian or whatever my party is? And she was like, well, because the major parties... And I just looked at her dead in the eye and I went, well, see, that's the problem with this country right now. But then she looked at me and she goes, no, you're absolutely right.
So,
Well, yeah, because she doesn't want to argue. Because she knows
probably.
she's wrong.
Yeah.
Because she knows you're ready for that argument.
I was fucking locked and loaded, ready to go. I was like, gold, bitch.
I love when people do that. They're like, well, you get to vote 1 or 2. It's like, no. I'm sorry, you're wrong. See, that's the thing is your head is so far up your ass. Question, does Jim Jones make a good Kool-Aid? I just want to know. That's all I want to know. Does he make a good Kool-Aid? Because if you're going to drink it, you're going to end up fucking dying. Because you just keep doing A or B. And if you keep just doing A or B, you're going to get outcome A or B.
Yep.
there's no C.
This season, D's. In fact, some of my favorite cups of D's.
Hell yeah.
I personally see
dad
cup,
joke.
but anyways. So when I went and registered, the same thing. They, Democrat or Republican. I said Libertarian. And the guy looked at me and he just kind of scratched his head. I said,
do you know what that is?
Yeah. I was like,
do I have to
let me
explain?
guess. I got to put down one of the two. And he goes, well, yeah, but no, but
What?
Yeah. He didn't have an answer why I couldn't. He goes, you know what? Put Libertarian down. See what happens. So I did.
Yeah.
I didn't put undeclared. I put Libertarian in because he didn't have an answer for me.
You want to know what I put when I was a kid? When I turned 18 and I could register to vote?
What'd you put?
Jedi.
Nope.
Oh, I would have.
Socialist.
Huh. All right.
I was
That doesn't surprise me.
Because, when I was younger and I was under the influence of people who are sucking pieces of shit, I follow their beliefs, and I also follow the beliefs of their stupid, idiotic
Socialism.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, like he was a wannabe Nazi. So
I knew a couple of them. I fell in with a little bit of that, almost deeply, but not quite.
Yeah. See, so
I
that's
think we all did. One
Yeah,
time or another.
I think we were together when we did.
Well,
See,
that,
and
again,
then-
30-something years of
Yeah,
knowing you.
yeah.
well, and that's one of the
I mean,
things.
sorry, wait.
But see, and that's one of the things. Like when you're younger, you follow into ideologies that like don't necessarily make sense when you're older, and as you get to it, you're like, well, shit, that doesn't make sense. You
That
know?
was dumb.
That was stupid
I
of
was
me.
young and stupid.
And it's like now you.
There was a lot of that.
I'm pretty sure I was an anarchist at one point.
Yes, you were.
Oh, we all were.
Yeah,
We all just wanted the world to fucking burn down.
Yeah, I still kind of want to watch it.
Did you ever
burn,
have a
but-
copy of the Anarchist Cookbook?
Yep, I did. I might even still in my attic, honestly.
Wait, there's a cookbook?
Yes.
Yeah, all kinds. You never heard of the Anarchist Cookbook?
I don't think so. Does that mean like how to cook babies?
Like how to make bombs and
Ooh.
yeah, like.
Can I have it?
But that's just like the little bit.
You need to know.
Do you need to play with your springs? Is that what you want to do? I see you. Beautiful.
You don't always have to bring attention to it. Sometimes I just like sitting there touching it.
I know, but I'm waiting for you. I don't know if you're like, shit, can I move it without fucking up the mic? Because, I yell at you all the time for that. Because you're a douche canoe.
Look at the way he's stroking.
I'm watching him stroke it. Listen, it's been a while and I have an injured right hand, so you better watch yourself across that desk.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's gonna fucking slap it across that
Dude,
desk.
you see, one of the greatest things about being a tow truck driver is the amount of stuff that like you see. Like it creates a void in your head where nothing phases you.
Not a thing.
So like, all right, so gamer eye, where you can just
oh
you
yeah,
play, you don't blink.
yeah.
Tow truck drivers get the same thing because when we're working accident scenes and stuff like that, we're just like super focused, and it's like we can go
Yeah.
like well, I used to play video games a lot too.
It's
so I
almost
have-
like a muscle memory. Like your body just knows what to do, and you just kind of like your brain just takes over. And
well, what I was trying to get to is the fact of
Sorry.
being able to just look someone in the eye and make it absolutely awkward
Yeah.
without being able to break eye contact or
I can't even
blinking.
make eye contact. It's,
I can.
There we go.
I have a perfectly vision right into the soul of you, and it's great because when you make
It
eye
must be
contact-
pretty empty.
Oh, it's beautiful. But like, it's great because if you like,
Wrong one.
eye con-
Well, which one did you want?
I know, right? Because that was perfect.
What are you doing over there?
Trying to adjust my mic.
Taking our attention away from having a conversation. That's what you're
The
doing.
fuck were we talking
What
about
happened?
now?
Something about making eye contact with me
Oh, yeah.
while you
So it's like,
touched me? No, wait, that was
Yeah, baby.
BJ. I'm sorry.
Papa Lava Kick.
oh my god.
One day,
Bad
one day,
Papa.
Lava Cake, we're gonna have to fucking do a show together,
Yeah, you are, baby.
and it's gonna be the last time you ever want to do a podcast.
But so
no,
like,
I'm kidding. I'm totally joking.
But one of the greatest things is like holding eye contact in situations where it's tense or like stuff like that. Like sitting here, like playing with this thing and staring at you guys in the eye. It's funny. But like when people try and argue and pick fights with you at gas stations
Yeah.
over it, and you can hold eye contact and like you're not just like looking at like between their eyes, like you were looking right at one eyeball, right at the black spot, and no matter where they move, you can see it.
Yeah.
And it freaks people the fuck out
Yep.
when they're like, Can you just like
Yeah. Can you blink?
like-
Can you blink?
And it's just like no.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
Look at
See,
you.
that's what I was
huh?
trying to do.
Sorry.
Now
Hey,
I
there you
can
go.
see you, baby.
Here we go.
See, there you go. There's the over under that you need. That's the problem.
The over under.
I think that's the problem is we can't see each other, so we're always like,
Yeah,
trying to get
I'm
around.
moving around, so you hear me going.
You're gonna have to flip yours too, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'll have to. All right, put me on pause.
There you go. Ronnie's muted. So,
like,
Spanx.
so well, hang on. Like as he's fucking with that, but like, so what are you trying to do, Ronnie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
watching
either
him
fuck
too.
way.
Yeah,
But,
forget
like,
about
you know-
him for a minute.
So like speaking of crackheads and people having to break eye contact, imagine making eye contact with the person that like suggested, you know what? Let's just make heroin legal, or let's decriminalize it.
Decriminalized.
Let's decriminalize
Don't get it
it,
twisted.
and everyone being like, you know what? Yes, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm on board for it to decriminalize or if not legalize it. Like, because if you remove like not for the rebelliousness of it, or something like that, and like the black market value, you can actually clean it up and make it significantly, people are going to fucking hate me for saying this, healthier.
Safer, healthier. Yeah, no, I can agree with you.
If you're addicted, you're addicted. You're stuck, you're stuck. Why can't you make it something that, you know what, fuck it. You're already having issues as it is, like Ron's fucking microphone stand. Which
no, I think I'm good. I know if I just get a...
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to hand myself so I make sure I get at the right spot.
It sounds like
I preemptively muted you.
Yeah, you preemptively muted. I think
you sound like a fucking techno song.
Remix.
I think I'm good. I mean, I think I got it in a pretty decent spot. There it is. No one even called for it that time. It just came out.
That's what
it
she
just
said.
slithered out.
Well, when it's slippery like a jellyfish.
I love how he can do it, but then when I do it, he's like, "Ugh."
Oh no, it's not that bad. It's just for the fact of it. It's just,
He can give it,
stop?
but he can't take it.
Oh, I can take it. You just have to make sure you
The
kiss
side of the table
first.
starting to lift up over there. I think you're.
I saw it jump. I'm like,
Oh yeah, baby.
yeah, I'm good. My seat.
Give her your balls a tug over there.
The new leather on the seat is like,
Yeah, baby.
it's still kind of like I'm sticking to it, so I'm like making fart noises when I move around. Like
Oh my god, dude.
We're losing listeners by the second.
yeah. Well, maybe they think we're on heroin because we're talking about heroin. I don't know how that would have to do with anything. It's actually pretty obvious we're on something else.
Okay, regardless. So this past election, of all elections for a shit to just suddenly be like, you know what? Fuck it, we'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
2020.
What else?
Every state that had any kind of drug reform on the ballot passed. Every single solitary one of them.
2020 is the year of here. Hold my beer.
Exactly. But like, not for nothing, dude. What is it? Arizona, Montana, New Jersey, South Dakota legalized marijuana for recreational purposes. Mississippi and South Dakota, separate from the full legalization measure, legalized medical marijuana. Dude, these are Quaker states. These are religious states that like. These people are like
Jersey, though. Like
New Jersey needed it.
Oh, no, I agree.
More.
They needed it.
Yeah.
But, like, Arizona, Montana, South Dakota, that, like, random-ass states.
Yeah, but
I mean,
like,
how many are we at now of states that where it's legal? Like, we're getting there, man.
15 states.
Yeah.
With its vote,
Oregon became the first state in the U.S. in modern times to decriminalize all drugs, and marijuana is now legalized in 15 states in D.C. Although D.C. still doesn't allow you to buy it, quote unquote. Okay. You can have it, you can gift it, but you can't sell it.
Right.
So
that's even okay. So even just not even fully legal, but like just any kind of.
The only states that it is still complete.
It looks like 11 are illegal.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 11.
11 states.
Yeah,
that's a huge step forward for the marijuana industry.
Yeah, well, like, look at it. Fully legalized or, even medical and decriminalized, look how much of that covers the map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most of it. It's the whole West Coast, almost the whole East Coast, except for a couple states.
Idaho and
California
Wyoming.
needs to smoke a joint.
I've never been to Cali. I'd love to go to Cali.
I would have loved to go to Cali like 15, 20 years ago when it was like probably. California prime, like early 2000s.
Yeah. Surfer style.
Yeah. Oh yeah, surfer style.
You're like a surfer out there, but
no, you know what I mean.
Silver surfer.
Silver.
No, you know what I want to do?
Don't get me started on the nerd shit, man. I'll go off.
No, you know what I love to see in early 2000s, like cruiser scenes, like the classic cars and stuff like that.
Oh, fuck
yes.
Before the Clash for Clunkers, when they like everything got trashed for like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll give you
Thanks, Obama.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started. Like, we'll give you $1,300 for your 1948 V8 flathead that's been sitting in your garage for 20 years that your grandfather left you.
Yeah, and then melted down.
No. Do you know what they?
Them.
No. Do you know what they did to them? They
don't.
tortured them. They tortured these cars.
So they tore them apart.
They
and sold
put
them for
liquid
parts.
glass in the motors to blow the motors, and then they put. I think it was sawdust or something like that inside the radiators to run it through. Like, they literally destroyed these cars. they suffered
Why
every
did
moment.
What was the point of it?
So that they couldn't be resold, because the whole point of it was them to be recycled, like crushed down, and
I see.
they had to be recycled. So you couldn't, resell the motors, stuff like that.
Why do people hate nostalgia?
I don't know, because remember, those big bulky cars, horrible for the environment. The big ass motor, allegedly,
Well.
big. They have no real emissions on them. How many of them have a fucking EGR valve?
Zero.
How many of them have mufflers?
How many of them have seatbelts?
None. Did they put seatbelts in back then?
No, a lot of they didn't become.
My 69 Nova had factory lap belts.
Right,
belts,
yeah.
but they didn't have the 3-point shoulder one
Yeah.
until like the 80s. Those become standard.
Do school buses have them
when
yet?
You shut the door and they
School
have
buses
school buses won't.
Why won't they? Like for real, I don't know.
One
why.
bus driver, 64 kids.
Well, right now it's 25 thanks to COVID.
Well,
Okay, either way, 25.
allegedly.
25 seatbelts you have to try and get undone before these kids either drown,
that makes
burn,
a lot
stuff like
of
that.
sense. Yeah,
It's a lot easier for them because when the bus rolls over, it has a round cap. It's gonna
9 out of 10
Yeah.
times it's going to try and almost go back on it with fucking wheels.
well, not just its wheels. It will most of the time
side
it will
at
try to
least.
lay on its side.
Yeah, at least it'll go on its side, and then they can climb out the windows.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I didn't think of
that'll
that. That's why
catch
getting all the seatbelts undone. That's true.
That's why you never see them on public transportation either.
Yeah, that makes
Never
a lot
even
of
thought
sense.
of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I thought of, I wondered that is like, why don't they have it before? But I saw it on, as dumb as this is, Safety Patrol, a Disney movie that came out in the early 2000s, and they explained it. This kid, his name was Scout, and he said that, you can't have seatbelts on a bus because there's too many kids for the bus driver to help get off the bus in case of an emergency.
Disney just knew how to.
Fucking blew my
Yeah,
mind.
man. Disney knows how to do it.
I was
Get
today
that out
years
there.
old when I found that
Yeah,
out.
seriously. That's right.
Well, dude, that's the dumbest shit. Like, they don't teach that anymore. Now Disney teaches you, like, girls need to wear high heels, mini skirts, and look like a hoe.
Or kick ass.
Or kick ass. The guys
Yeah.
have to be dumb.
Yep.
They have to have all these weird, like, things. The parents are stupid. And there's always... The oldest kid is somehow, like, the genius.
You know what Disney needs to stop doing? This is an open letter to you, Disney.
Stop doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, besides that, you need to stop killing parents in the beginning of the movie. Or just in general.
Well, because, no, that's how they make the kids
Disney
heroes.
movies are like the saddest fucking movies out there.
Well, because, think of it, it's always a kid, right?
Yeah, it is.
So they have to give them some sad beginning, so they
Yeah.
start at the bottom. Like, the movie starts, and then it takes a slow downward spiral, drops,
And then picks you up.
plateaus in the bottom, and then comes back up because they become the hero
Yeah.
because they did it against all odds by having no parents and crying that
Yeah.
they're dead and yada, yada, yada. And I just described the plot for
Every
every
single
Disney
I was
movie.
going to say.
Except for
probably-
Up. Up wasn't a kid. Up was an old man.
That was the only difference.
That was the
though.
only difference.
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase that. The primary protagonist.
Yeah. Now, that was probably the saddest fucking Disney movie.
But, like, I don't know what's sadder, that or the fact of, like, are they really stealing ballots at this point? Are they hiding them? Are they hijacking them?
They're mysteriously appearing.
What's
Like,
the
how
truth?
does 140,000 ballots appear overnight that are entirely for Joe Biden? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm against Biden and Trump. I think they're both fucking ridiculous at this point. You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
why we gave our endorsement for Mama Joe.
Yes.
Exactly. Go Mama Gold.
Dr. Joe.
And it's like, how the fuck can you sit there and think this is okay? Like, Trump or Biden's side, I don't care, regardless.
It doesn't
How can
matter.
you sit here and think this is okay?
In
138,000 votes. None for Trump. Like, I
No.
get, like,
None,
maybe
zero.
there is that diehard of people. But,
I
but where is the rest of the counties that have those votes?
Is my question? Is this true though? Is this real? Like, did they really get 100? Is this like a confirmed thing?
Well, by the looks of the websites like that, it shows like, I can't, like, they cited their work and shit like that.
Yeah. I say
So
they
it's,
got links and shit.
But
Yeah.
it's like, Sean Davis, while everyone was asleep and everyone went home, Democrats in Michigan magically found a trove of 138,339 votes.
Pretty specific.
And all of those votes, quote unquote, magically went to Biden. That doesn't look suspicious at all. Like, I get it. It is going to be like that because there is some areas that are really diehard Trump fans.
Mm-hmm.
They're diehard Biden fans. but there is not going to be 100% one candidate in a county.
No.
Nope.
No way.
There's no way in fist fucking my sister on a Friday afternoon for $5.56 that's going to happen.
It's very specific.
I don't question her charges.
Hey,
That's what she tells me to say.
that's fine.
You know what? Shout out to her hole for everything she has to do.
Does she have contact information? Because it's not at. No, I'm not even going to say that.
I do not. Last I knew or saw, she looked like a fucking clown coming off the back of Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey.
So I don't know how true it is on. There was a few states that I saw, North Carolina, I think Pennsylvania and Florida were a couple of others.
Mm.
The difference between Trump and Biden was Mama Joe's votes.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really hope, like, if they're, now the fact of when them talk about the 1% is now the gold.
Yep.
Because, yes, 1% of the country fucked up your election.
Yep.
1% of us literally stole the election.
Sorry, not sorry.
There was the 3%ers back in the day when
The
it
Bike
was
Club.
time for the Revolutionary War. And the 3% of the country over a 3% tax on fucking tea. And that's essentially back in 1776, we won our independence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Boston Tea Party. I actually did a reenactment of that when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
It was fucking weird. It was awesome.
So
Actually, I have stories about that. I'll tell some of them sometime.
those 3%.
Tales from the boat top.
No. Actually, you know what's funny is I actually still do the reenactments now.
Oh.
I haul the cannon for them,
That's awesome.
That's
and
cool.
I actually have the outfit with the
the
American Revolution
tricorn hat and shit.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, no, it's not a tricorn. Mine is has one side up and a big ass brim.
Yeah.
But I got like the fucking feather shirt,
Oh,
the
that's
vest.
awesome.
Like, I look pimping. Like,
That's
have
awesome.
at thee, my bitches.
And you can even still have the beard for that because they were freaking rocking beards back then too.
Oh,
they,
hey, it
they
was
couldn't
sick.
shave back then. Would
Yeah, they had
rocks?
nothing to.
No, they had razors.
They had razors.
Dude,
they had fucking swords.
I was gonna say, you fucking ass. Like, they had barbers. Have you not seen Sweeney Todd?
Seriously.
Ah, right in the penis.
Doesn't work anyways. What are you worried about?
Yeah, right.
Dope dick.
Oh, that's getting edited out.
Oh. Hey, it's what's getting. The only thing that's not coming out is his fucking dope dick.
Oh. That's the button Jen hits every night when he can't get it up.
No, I can get it up. It's just not.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay over here.
Again, the
Away
desk
from
is
you two.
rising on the other side.
I need you guys not to pay attention
shit!
here.
Yeah, don't look at me for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Did you
so,
see
but
this
like,
fucking knucklehead?
Who's that
well,
guy?
no, he's not a knucklehead. He's fucking dead. But like to add fist fuck to the firing, like
Fuck
as
2020, by the way.
dude,
Yeah.
seriously, as if not to make it even
This
worse,
is
a
insane.
dead guy won an election.
Yeah, dude.
So we got dead people voting, dead people winning elections. We have fucking dead end like counters. Because remember, there's the office in Detroit that got like people trying to get in it to stop.
Well,
them
they're
from
supposed
counting.
to be in public view.
Yeah,
And they're putting up the
pizza
boxes,
Pizza
and
boxes
just
or
some
some shit.
cardboard blocking the windows. Everyone trying to break in from one side, trying to block from the other side. Like, this is just fucking madness, dude.
It wouldn't be 2020 without a fucked up election like this,
Seriously.
though, dude.
But
Like,
also, would it be 2020 if it wasn't an election year?
Oh yeah, because it's still
Touche.
like 4 years since the last election.
Well, I'm just saying, if it was, if it didn't fall on the 4 years from the last,
Really?
don't you know what a
Yeah, exactly. Buzzer yourself.
oh,
my god. PMT.
Oh
PM.
shit!
But like seriously, like so we have votes missing, we have dead people voting, people
Yep.
voting for other people, then going in and voting again, and now we have dead people winning the elections.
I mean, I guess if the dead are voting, then the dead are gonna win. Who are the dead gonna vote for?
That's true.
The dead are gonna vote for the dead.
Exactly. They vote
They
for
have a
who-
they have a
there's-
voice.
perfect logic there.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're going to vote for those who they feel represent them best.
Yeah.
You know, because so David Andall, who died October 5th of Corona, actually, has won the 8th District of North Dakota and is one of the strangest stories from yesterday's election. North Dakota Attorney General Wayne Steinheimer said Andel's death late in the election cycle did not disqualify him from the ballot, as mail-in voting had already begun, and stated that if he wins, it would cause a vacancy that would be filled by other appointees. So technically, if you already voted for him, it already counts.
A lot of
But
people must have liked this guy if he actually won.
How many votes were mail-in
Yeah.
that this dude won in the 8th district? Was the entire 8th district fucking mail-in?
Does it say who he was running against? Was he running unopposed?
Maybe, but can you do me a favor and scroll up a little bit? Because there's one thing I want to point out, and about the entirety of it. When did he die?
October 5th.
When was the election?
November 3rd.
They didn't a whole month. They couldn't get those.
When did mail-in voting start in North Dakota?
When did
Can you look that up real quick while you got a moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to? Oh, there you go.
All right.
But like that, I don't get that. Like, how is it? Was he literally running unopposed?
Unless he was just that liked and.
That or
We just got to know when the mail-in voting started, because was there enough time? Like, I feel like a whole month would have been enough time to take the guy off the ballot and maybe, like, whether you're counting the votes, see that they were voting for him and take him out.
Well,
I mean, you're
that would be
literally counting how the votes for a person. You're seeing the person's name. I would assume you know the person's dead.
Well, yeah, but like,
What? I mean, how would I get it? I mean, you still counted the votes. I don't
that
know.
would be mail-in, right? Absentee vote.
I thought
maybe.
those two separate things.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
absentee and
Vote by mail. It says
Okay.
both right there.
This is right from the Secretary of State's website for North Dakota. You must live in a county using mail-in ballot elections. At least one polling place must be open on election day. In such counties, a mail ballot application is required to be sent to every active voter between the 50th and 40th day before the election.
Oh, so that's over a month.
That's
Yeah.
a month and a half.
so they have a month and a half to vote. So if
Wow.
well, they've got honestly. Did you get something in the mail for mail-in voting?
I don't remember.
I
I-
did
no,
not,
'cause I
but
wasn't
watched-
registered,
Yeah, we
so-
weren't registered. So.
I got one. I got a mail-in voting application.
How early?
Fucking early.
Yeah, I
like
feel like those
August.
started going out early.
Oh,
Something like
okay.
that.
Sorry then.
No, but it's like maybe not August, like maybe like September. But either way,
Maybe.
like we got them, but I never called and requested them. They were just automatically
They just sent them.
out.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people that got them. They just sent them out,
Yeah, like,
and then you had the choice if you wanted to do it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but like I
it
didn't-
wasn't like they were sending it to you being like you need to mail in vote. No, they sent it and just like if you want to mail in, here's your way to do it.
I don't know. It's just it's not very bright. You know what I mean?
I just the
don't
mail.
feel-
I don't know. The mail in thing is fucking. That's obviously what's causing all of this.
Oh,
There
God,
needs to be
delay.
some kind of ID system or something. Back to what we were talking about earlier. Like,
well, because you want to know what? When
Yeah.
I went to go vote, you know what I needed to like get a ballot to go in? My name and address. That's it.
Didn't even have to show an ID.
Nope.
I did notice that after I did register and I went around to go get the ballot, all I had to do was walk up and be like, name, address, and they were like, all right, there you go. Just
see, as soon as I don't know, if it's because I'm in a small town, but as soon as I registered, the lady was like walking right behind me, handing me a ballot.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So
Oh, no, I had
Well,
to walk
because
all
it
the way
was
back
election day,
around.
so-
And
then again, it was also like fucking 7:00 at night too.
that
so,
too. Yeah,
yeah,
that's.
see, I went
I
at,
think the
like-
polls close at 7.
8.
See,
Oh, is it 8?
Yeah.
I thought it was 7.
I went.
Or 6. I don't. No, it was 6. Sorry, because we went out to dinner right
Yeah.
after.
See, I went at like 4:30, something like that, to go do it. It's funny because like people are like, oh, you gotta get there early. You gotta get there early. The line's are long. Fuck
That's why
that.
you
Go
get
at the
there
end of the
late.
day.
Yeah.
Go at the end of the day, dude. I parked, because it's at the high school.
Yep.
I drove the tow truck there. Fucking curbed it right down, like kind of the furthest row away, but a straight shot from the door.
Yep.
Curbed the fucking tow truck with my hazards on.
Boom, boom.
Put my mask on. Put my fucking earbuds on with music going. Went inside. Took one out. Told them all my stuff went like that. Got it. Put the earbud back in. Went, voted. Put my thing in the machine. Number 1175 for machine 76. And got the fuck out of Dodge.
I didn't see any of that.
Nope.
There's
I
nothing
didn't
like
have
that. I
any of
just-
that.
Well,
numbers.
because I wanted to make sure, like, I was sitting there, like, I was making sure, like, no, you're not touching this. You're not
Yeah.
fucking looking at it. Where the fuck did I put it in?
Did
Yeah.
they give you a little folder to carry around with you?
No.
Oh yeah, we got a little. I got a manila folder, like
Yeah.
just a fucking folder
It was
with
like
the thing
3
inside.
pieces of paper folded together
Yeah.
to put over, and it said right on it to like put on the fucking table.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, it was all crazy to me. Anyways, it was all new to me. I've never been in that situation before, so that was kind of really just awkward and weird. I felt like I was being
out
herded.
of place.
Yeah, I felt like I was being herded to like, all right, now you go in this little cubicle right here, and like you're gonna sit in here and you're gonna make your selections.
Dude,
It was like really just like for me was like a man, like psychologically, like it really got to me because it was everything like that I was always against in life, and like I went
Right.
against everything I stand for to vote. But like I felt like even though people say, "Oh, you wasted your vote," fuck you, like.
I proudly wasted my vote.
Yeah, like the reason why I voted was to vote for someone other than the two parties. Like, you weren't getting my vote anyways.
You want to know why you wasted your vote? Because you didn't vote for who they wanted you to vote
Exactly.
for. That's how it always is. As if, you know, true real red blood Americans want you to actually do the right thing that is right for your conscience and that you feel will actually be right for the country. I don't agree with either politicians, any of them. I don't 100% agree with Mama Joe. I don't agree with Trump or Biden. But Biden does make good points. Trump does make good points. Mama Joe does make good points. I can agree with parts of all of them.
It's just who do you agree with
the most? Right.
Yep.
And it's like, and that's how
You're
it should
never
be.
going to fully agree with
any of them. You shouldn't.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Like-
you shouldn't. You're a sheep
shouldn't.
if you agree
Like
with
Mama-
every single
yeah.
policy.
Yeah, you got no mind.
Yeah, like Mama Joe is like, she's against like I think Planned Parenthood. I think it should be government funded because it does help like rape victims, women
Absolutely.
of abuse, teenage, kids that from like sex abuse, stuff like that. Why don't you pause his microphone, cupcake?
Well, fiasco somewhat averted.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Godzilla came raining in and I couldn't do it.
Better than the fucking moth we had in here that time.
Mothra. So, Godzilla probably showed up to find Mothra, but when we told him that she wasn't here, he left.
Oh, he was like, nah, bro, I'm out here. Deuces, peace.
He left the
homie.
Snickers and he went on his way. So back to what we were talking
On
about.
his way. Yeah, like wasting your vote and stuff like that. It's like, no, it's not wasting my vote because I voted with what I felt was the best for my conscience.
Exactly.
That I went with.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone's like, well, this election's like the most important. You need to vote Trump out and then deal with the problems the next election. Then the next election. Then it's like,
Yeah.
no,
Why do we got to keep putting it
Every
off?
every
Why
election's
can't-
important as the last election. Like you're picking the person to run the country.
why can't
Well,
this be
right.
that election? This is the election, supposedly. Then let it be the election.
Yeah.
Start fucking changing it.
If it's
Do a
that
difference
important, make the change.
now. Exactly.
That's what's important.
But apparently, it's not important enough to start doing it now because they want to leave it for their kids to figure out.
That's just a wasted vote. Just no. I'm voting for my kids. That's the whole. I'm not voting
Yeah,
for me. I'm
no.
fucking almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
I want
voting
my
for the
kids-
future.
I want my kids to have a choice in what they want to do with their lives later on.
Mhm.
If they want to run a business and be able to figure it the fuck out, they figure it the fuck out. As long as they're not destroying the environment by ridiculous means, have the fuck at it.
Yeah.
right.
Do
know what I
you,
mean?
boo?
Dude, like,
Do you,
Why
boo?
can't I collect rainwater?
because apparently it's against the government's fucking regulations.
Wait. The government can regulate nature?
Yes.
Yep. You in some states you are not allowed to collect rainwater without a permit.
Can we in New Hampshire?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Don't get caught because if you have a neighbor that is nosy and knows that, they will call the cops on you.
I'm gonna collect fucking rainwater.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to.
Dude, it's the dumbest fucking shit. Like,
We're not recording video tonight, so I can do whatever I want behind the scenes.
Ski guys, I'm going home.
Well, it's more, to prep for next week's episode.
oh god, dude, next week episode.
next
Let me
week.
fucking tell you,
We
we,
didn't
are
plug that
so
at
excited
all.
about this.
No,
Oh,
but
no.
we're gonna plug the shit out of it right now.
Dude, next week's episode is we have two amazing guests coming on, Lex and Coda, who are actually going to sit here and give us a raw interview about what it's like transitioning from female to male.
Well, November is Trans Month.
Yeah.
Trans Awareness Month.
Trans awareness.
Yep.
month.
Am I saying that right?
It is. That's
okay.
correct.
So,
And we're gonna be they're gonna be answering some actually questions that people sent to us to ask because they're like, well, I put up a post on Facebook. I said, if you could ask someone who is transitioning any question, what would it be? And we had 44 comments on this. That's 44 people who had a question that are genuinely curious.
But maybe don't have the balls to
And
ask someone or don't know.
We are going to be their balls
exactly
to ask the questions.
And, well, that's it. We have the balls because honestly, I have friends who are transitioning. Like I said, Lex and Coda, they agreed to come on because, you know, I was sitting there one day talking with Lex and we're just shooting the shit back and forth. And I looked at him, I'm like, dude, not to be rude, I'm like, did your balls drop? And he fucking lost it. And he starts dying laughing. And Lindsay's like, dude, you can't fucking say that. I'm like, well, his voice is deeper.
Yeah, why not?
And I asked him, like, you know, honestly, did your balls drop? And he's like, actually, yes, it did. And then I was like,
figuratively or literally?
No, like, because
a little bit of both, probably.
I mean,
but these are the questions we're going to ask.
Right.
Well, that's
like,
the thing is, like, you know, and I was like, you know, not for nothing. I'm like, not to be rude, like, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And then he let me ask him another one and another one. And then he's like, you know what?
Let's do it.
Whose idea was it to get him on the podcast? Was it your idea or his?
Mine.
Okay.
Because, like, I want to educate people so they, like, because a lot of people are afraid to ask.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to admit that.
Because
Absolutely. What's great about this, I feel like for two people like me and Ren, we didn't grow up around it. So we are pretty much representing all of you that have the questions because we are you. Like, we have these same questions.
The Irish Catholics, the old Italians,
Yes.
the South Boston like moms that would fucking hit you with the shoe for wearing
Or
her
frying
lipstick.
pan.
Frying pan.
Or frying pan. You know what I mean? Or, you know, whatever you do, do not put your hands up to your mom because she will kick your ass again. And, you know, it's just
Beat the shit out of me.
because people were afraid of it or they didn't understand
Mm-hmm.
it then because their parents and then their parents and then their parents and then their parents and then their parents.
It
Like,
just passed down.
My
and it's
The
like,
poison goes down.
but it's 2020.
Yeah.
It's 2020 at this point. You do not have an excuse not to be educated on it.
Absolutely
But
not.
you are allowed to be afraid to ask if you do not understand.
Mhm.
I'm not afraid to ask because I understand. Because, like, not for nothing, when
You've been around it.
I've been around it, and you know, when I was younger, I was fucking, you know, I had fun.
You were there.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid to ask because I have the opportunity to ask, and I'm gonna squander that opportunity, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
ask the questions.
And that's
respectively.
the good thing, you know? And that's the thing.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to ask any.
Well, no, but
You'll
you'll
have
be
the-
here with us.
Yeah.
so
Right. No, I'll be here. I just have to give up my mic. And
Yeah.
that's
It's
perfectly fine. No,
Mhm.
I volunteered to because it's Lex and Coda are definitely taking precedence in this episode over me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, you know, but honestly, I am so fucking excited. I can't wait.
I am.
pumped.
Yeah, we're,
So
we're
pumped.
like gonna have an audience too. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I
it's gonna
can't
be
believe
cool.
how many people are
I
actually
kind of want to
interested.
like
Yeah.
Facebook Live it.
We could probably set up Instagram Live. Maybe we could do both. I don't know if I guess I could try to figure out if I can do both, but we can definitely do one or the other. I could
Well, we
set up
have
my phone,
multiple
multiple phones, so
cellular
we could
devices.
absolutely do
Yeah.
everything.
That'd
That's
be
not a
cool.
bad idea. Maybe we're gonna work on that, guys. We're probably gonna get this on live for you guys.
At least
Instagram
part of it.
or-
Maybe not the
yeah.
whole episode, but
No, definitely not the whole one because we're gonna want you to listen to it when it
exactly.
drops. But we'll
You know,
put a little bit
take
of it on
some-
live.
Exactly. We'll take like teaser videos, you know, when we get set up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we'll take videos, put up, you know, as we go through it, so that way, like, you know, people can see the fact of like as it's actually happening, and then
sound check, getting
yeah.
everything
stuff like
set
that.
up.
Get a
and
nice
shit.
behind
all,
the scenes look at us too.
all the bullshit we do, and
Oh, yeah.
that'll be
all the fun-
milestone episode for us.
Look, because it'll be episode 10.
Well, 10th episode too. Yeah.
You know, granted, you know, we've been at it, but, you know, thankfully enough, you know, with the people that have been taking care of us, which, you know, at this point, I think we should take a moment to thank our sponsors. So if you wouldn't mind, gentlemen, we will take a quick commercial break.
This show is brought to you by AGC Emergency Lighting, your one-stop shop to be seen on scene. From tow trucks to plow trucks, emergency to DOT, let us light you up. Find us at facebook.com/AGC Lights. That's facebook.com/AGC LIGHTS. Mention this ad for free shipping on all orders over $250.
Also, brought to you in part by H&R Towing for all your towing and specialized transport needs. Bangers, baggers, jacked up or slammed down, from he boxes to she sheds, from undersized to oversized, and anything in between. You can contact us at 978-476-0999.
And we are back,
Hi,
ladies and
bitches.
gentlemen.
Hi.
So, we talked about this chaos that is this election. We talked about all that. There's not much else to talk about because we haven't gotten a result yet. By the time this comes out, you might have a result.
You might not, though. Who
But
the
we
fuck
might
knows?
not. We might not have a result till 2025.
No, but it's
So-
fucking scary. But you know what's scary, actually? Is actually one of the tales from Blacktop we got tonight that was actually sent in by a listener. So, as we get on
Send
to it,
in.
on tonight's episode of Tales from Blacktop, I didn't see them coming. Sent in from listener Big Bad Daddy J. Bowden. You stay sexy, baby. Took an early evening tow to Adams, Mass. Arrived to a farm around 10:45 p.m. Dropped the car off where I was told. In front of the barn, but don't block it. I gotta get my shit out in the morning, said the farmer. As soon as I set the bed down and unstrapped his car, I hear a huge piece of equipment fire up in the barn. Keep in mind, there's no lights anywhere in the barn. It's dark, it's late. Nobody came out to see me and make sure I dropped the car where they wanted. It sketched me out hard. I dropped the car, lifted the deck a little bit, and I took the fuck off. Got to main road, off the farm property, put the bed away, put my straps away. Hear nothing but the high idle of the machine in the distance from where he left. Start driving down the roadway about 10 miles, came to a cornfield. In the cornfield was a car rolled over with a cop and 2 chicks standing right next to the road. Nothing abnormal, right?
No, doesn't sound abnormal.
Sounds normal to me.
No, we do
Well,
tell him we're used to this shit.
Yeah.
He's dropping off a car, he's expecting it. If I can help, I can help. No, fuck you. Fuck you sideways. There was no cruiser anywhere in sight.
The fuck?
And
How'd
it
the
was
cop get there?
And it was like time stood still as I drove past. All 3 of them stopped and froze, just staring at me with blank expressions on their faces. Even more fucked up was I didn't see eyes. All I saw were sockets.
The fuck?
Call me crazy.
You're crazy, Jay.
But it was like I saw the parents of the black-eyed children Creepypasta. I don't know if you guys ever heard that one, but that one's really fucked up. It is creepy. Like, creepypastas are awesome.
I literally just learned what a creepypasta was probably beginning of this year because my kid watches a YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
YouTuber that
dude,
talks
Somebody
about
want to enlighten me?
Creepypastas are really creepy stories that people write. Instead of them being like creepy stories, they call them creepypasta. So if you look up on Reddit and YouTube and stuff like that, there's, a lot of stories. And like some people, like they are amazing writers, but it's like the problem is it's easier to write them and then put them on YouTube where they're really going to hit the target audience.
Yeah.
So they can
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because books aren't really anything anymore. Like you don't publish a book anymore.
No.
Like you
Everything's
can
digital.
Everything's digital. When's
Exactly.
the last time you bought a physical video game?
Actually, recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I still do buy physical video games.
I
sometimes.
just download them.
I
But
do a lot
anyways,
of downloading too, but some
Anyways,
games I buy.
not to
But
change
even
off
so, like
Jay.
that's what creepypastas are. So he's like, I've never been back that way and don't plan on ever returning. The farthest in Western Mass I've ever gone since has been Deerfield, Mass, to a farm I bring food waste to, and I refuse to go there until the sun comes up.
I don't know if I'd go to a farm at night anyways. Like I've seen those movies.
No,
Fuck that
I'm
shit.
good.
Dude, like I had to go out to one. Actually, I think it was in Deerfield to deliver a auger machine that it was a like a refuge. They took cow shit and turned it into energy. I don't know how they did it, whatever. But I had to deliver a pump out there and this big auger thing. And I got out there and it was like probably 5:36. It's some sunlight, but the cornfields are still dark.
Yeah.
And I have my work lights on, my headlights, like my high beams on, my windows open,
flashlight
my,
on your camera on your
Yeah,
All
dude,
this
I
shit,
do
man.
not trust farms. I've seen
No
children
way.
with corn. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Cornfields fucking creep me out. I love cornfields. I love how they do creep me out, but cornfields are creepy as fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, that's one of the things I like. Just I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I will not go into cornfield at night. I do not go into basements of abandoned buildings. I do not. Actually, I just don't go into basements if I can help it at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, finished or not.
I don't even like taking my
Really?
dog out at night.
Yeah. You
So-
know what I mean? It's just.
Speaking of Jay, so
Yeah.
I inadvertently met him about a year ago And
I heard about that.
I had no clue who it was until I started texting him the other day because of you.
Yeah.
Oh, you just recently found out.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Oh,
no, this is like fucking 3 days ago, just found out.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
I've never met Jack.
So,
You will.
he's a hot
amazing
shit. Yeah. So I was driving a tow truck, and
You don't say.
yeah, right.
Really?
I had to take the medium duty because I was the only one who worked there at the time with the Class A license. So it was, hey, you're working Friday night. Take the medium duty. Go over to Tuxbury Campground in Southampton and pick up a fifth wheel camper and bring it out to New Boston, New Hampshire. Oh, all right, nice and easy. Got the fifth wheel hookup for the fucking underreach. This will be a nice, easy tow. I can plug in the fucking RV. I don't have to run any lines, nothing. Fucking mint. I get out there like a half hour early, fucking out to Tuxbury from the scheduled time. Figured, I'd sit and wait for a minute to get in there because I know campgrounds can be tight when you got a fucking huge truck. They tell me, now mind you, it's a motor club call.
Oh, God, I hate those.
They agreed to...
What's a motor club call?
Roadside service, like if your insurance or your
Like
car,
AAA?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, motor club. All right, sorry,
Yes.
yeah.
So it was a motor club call, and they agreed to $200 an hour port to port. So fucking, I made 30% of $200 an hour port to port, minimum 3 hours. So
That's
it's
not bad.
fucking
That's $200 right off the gate.
right. So that's a
Shit.
$200 night for me, and that's the only call I'm doing. And I'm putting the fucking truck back in my driveway after the shift is over.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Right. Fucking mint.
Hell yeah, can I go home and take a shit at the back? Damn, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out there and I look at this thing, and they told me it was a 25-foot fifth wheel. I get out there.
Yeah, 25 feet from the actual hump.
The customer meets me at the main gate, lets me in, follow him to his site, and I pull up. It is a 38-foot long park model fifth wheel camper.
Oh my God, it's not 25.
No, it's 13 feet longer.
Yeah,
It was 25 from the fifth wheel pin to the axle.
Yeah.
The 3 axles on the fucking thing.
3.
Okay, so I don't know if you know much about like the way RVs are set up, but park models are like the super luxury ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're like
all the amenities.
Yeah.
they're overheight, oversized.
Right, yeah.
Like the
They're
reason
meant to put on the plot and
Stay.
leave it there for a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't move those around, and
No,
you
yeah.
especially don't move those around on the back of a fucking tow truck. And
No, especially not on a crossbar that's meant to sway, bend, and move.
Yeah.
When you take a corner and you see the top of that going back, you're like, no,
please, no, please.
no,
You
no.
know it's locked in. It's
Yeah.
locked in safety chains. It's not going anywhere.
Well, but they're 13.6 hard going around a fucking corner on a fucking 6-inch bolt. That thing's gonna fucking flip if it wants to flip.
Oh, absolutely.
Taking you with it if it really wants
Especially
to.
with the airbags in the truck.
Oh God.
But and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I called fucking my shop and said, this thing's fucking way bigger. See if you can get more money out of them. Yada yada yada. I said, I'll call you when I'm on the road. This thing's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out of here. I can already see it.
4 hours just to get it out of its own sight.
Literally 2 hours.
I believe it.
2 hours to get out of there before I even got on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I hook up to the thing. I go to pull out. Now, when you get an RV, how much overhang do you have from your last axle on the RV to the very end of the rear bumper?
Dude, that off swing is fucking. How that is road legal? I don't get it.
I don't
Because
either.
there's like fucking 10 feet of off swing back there.
If not more. So I finally hook up to the thing and I'm looking. I'm like, sweet, fucking, it's got the 7-pin, 7-wire flat outlet.
Oh, nice.
I go to the back of my truck.
You have a fucking.
I have a 7-pin round.
Oh, fun.
So I'm fucking looking through the toolbox. I don't drive this truck regularly, so I don't know where anything is. Looking through all the compartments. Fuck, there's no adapter. All right, I got to run the fucking light bar to the back of this thing.
Dead.
No, it's not wireless. It's a plug-in one.
Why is not long enough?
No, wire's long enough. Okay.
Well, because
What-
bus
what-
bar wires, like they're like
They're pretty
fucking
long.
50 feet long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I've
gotta
seen 'em.
you're towing a trailer with
Yeah.
it, so you need
Yeah,
at least
you need 'em.
53 feet. But the back of an RV, Spanx, you've seen those big heavy duty tow bar, light bars that you put on the truck. Ronnie, I'm sure you've seen them, the big yellow ones hanging off the back of the semis and shit.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah. How do you hook that thing up?
You have to use bungee cords to get it to stay up there.
How do you do that on an RV?
It's all fucking flat and smooth, isn't it? In the back there?
Hope there's a fucking ladder.
Yeah.
Just still one ladder. I had to fucking wedge the thing through the ladder rungs and wrap like the 4 bungees around the ladder, and just to get the thing on there.
Yep.
So I run my cord all the way up. I plug it into my truck, do my quick walk around, right? Because that's what any good truck driver will do. Throw my hazards on in the parking lights. I walk back. One light on the whole fucking light bar is working, and it's the center ICC light. The one center ICC light works. Nothing else.
Oh, super duper.
It's now 6:30, June-ish, July-ish time of
So
year.
you have some sunlight, but not a lot of it.
I'm going far enough away that I need lights by the time I get there.
Yep.
So I finally pull the thing out and going around the site. You know, I don't know if you ever been in Tuxbury.
No, not yet.
Don't.
I don't plan on. Thank you.
Don't ever. Don't. Unless you have like a tiny axle, tiny wheelbase truck with a 5th wheel, don't bother.
Like a single axle international.
Like smaller than that, dude. Like a yard jockey.
Oh,
Like that's about the only way you're getting shit out.
Like a
of it.
Chevy 2500
With a 5th wheel plate on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
single cab, short.
So yeah, right.
I've never been in here. I don't know how to get out of here, and I now have like probably 70 feet of truck and trailer that I need to get out of there.
Yeah, about that.
Jesus.
Was that because that truck was a extended cab, right?
Yep, it was an extended cab, 16 or 18 ton. So
Yeah, so that's a good 20 feet of truck.
25 feet of truck anyway.
About
Yeah,
that.
And then on top of
38 feet of fucking trailer. So yeah, you're at least 60 feet.
Pulling
50,
out of there with
60
a
feet.
train.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Dude, oh yeah.
So
Actually, I got a quick one we could tell after this one real quick.
I'm like, how the fuck do I get out of here? Now the guy's like, just follow me. I'll get you out of here. First mistake, right? Well,
I hate when they say that.
what else am I supposed to do? I've never been in this campground before.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I can't go back out the way I came in because I have those tire spikes. So I can't just, because if I could have pulled out and went to the left and came out the way I came in, it would have been a straight shot.
Really?
Yep.
Dude,
I would have had it make like one little.
I would have made them
Turn.
get fucking blocks or something like that. Like,
Cover the
Go-
spikes.
yeah, go get fucking like blocks. Go get something and build a whole
just
road
good,
going up to it.
4x4, just right in the fucking blocks and drive over, right into the spikes, rather.
But yeah, it was relatively straight out. If I was able to go out that way, it would have been great.
Yeah.
I would have saved 2 hours.
Took you 2 hours to get out?
2 hours to get out.
Shit.
So wait, about what, 2.5 hours to get the thing hooked up?
By the
Yeah.
time I pulled up there and was ready to, and pulled back out onto the main road, yeah, it was 2.5 hours.
Oh, altogether it was 2.5 hours to get out of there.
That's not including the trip to get out to New Boston.
Right, which
yeah.
is
And
now
then
an
now
hour
it's-
and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes from.
And then put it
Yeah.
where they want it because the customer always wants it right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which will probably take another 2 hours to.
Oh, that's a story in and of itself, is where I had to park this thing.
Oh my
Oh,
god, where
jeez.
they want it.
So now, Ronnie, you know I can drive.
Yeah.
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 I love how we're just like,
Yeah.
technically, you have a license.
I mean, you're licensed to drive. I mean,
Maybe not now with
Legally,
the
you
fucking
can drive.
injury, but there's not much I can't drive. And shut the fuck up.
Get to the fucking point. Let's go.
Yeah. Luckily, fucking Jay happened to be up there partying, and
Well, that's his his seasonal camp.
I found that out after. Yeah, and he said he's been up there like 15 years.
Oh yeah.
But it took him and another guy to guide me to get me out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I had to drop and rehook twice.
I believe it.
No shit, huh?
And
Oh yeah.
that's-
Oh yeah, dude. Some of those
Yeah.
campgrounds are because they use like little tractors to put them in sometimes.
Yeah, so they
Like-
just.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I went down to on Cape to pick up one. Is a fucking beautiful, nice 1950s Grand Manor. Yada, like it was a giant
Wow.
fucking Twinkie one.
Mm.
Like it was chrome. It's beautiful. You polish it up, you're going to blow
Nice.
your eyes out in the middle of the summertime from the glare.
Love it.
3 hours, about 2-3 hours just to get out of the campground.
Just get out.
Yeah.
Because I had to change tires on it, disconnect all the electrical, use their 1970 little FJ Cruiser thing to fucking pull it out. That had a ball that it took like a 2.5 inch ball, and it had a 2-inch ball. So it's like it fit,
But it sounded like this.
exactly. It's like when you put your you're fucking my sister. It's like a hot dog down a hallway. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
Yo, come to think of it, like getting in and out of campgrounds just from going camping, like when I had my fucking Silverado, it was tough to fucking drive that thing around in there. I can't even imagine towing a fucking giant trailer around in
Dude,
those.
like,
So
I've had one where I actually had to sub out, pay my friends to bring their pickup trucks to help me pull trailers up.
No shit.
Oh yeah, I did one up in Salisbury. Kid ended up blowing a brake line on, after pulling it out of the campground and going on the highway.
That sucks.
No, talk about that. Fucking cost them like $150 in brake parts, so I charge it to the customer add on times. Like, well, I didn't anticipate us taking 2 hours to get your damn campground thing out of the fucking place.
Oh yeah, we had it took him like 3 months to get paid for the added adjustment because he quoted him 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the
tack on
final?
another 3 or 4 hours.
I left the yard at 5:30 and that truck was in my driveway at 11 o'clock that night.
Damn.
Roughly.
Yeah. And it's $2 an hour, so.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
time.
I put the fucking where I had to put it there. So he's like, oh, yeah, let me run in the office and see. So he goes in, comes out like 10 minutes later. Oh, we're just going right up here. It's like 3 sites up, and then you can back it in. Be a nice, easy shot.
This is someone who's never towed anything before, I'm guessing.
No, those are the last words any truck driver wants to say.
Yeah.
Nice, easy shot. Because nice, easy shot is them doing it with the pickup truck.
Yeah.
But now it's
A real truck.
9:30, 9:45 in a campground.
No lights.
No.
Nope.
So here I am come rolling in. It's an automatic, luckily, but so I'm idling in with this 38-foot trailer. I have no lights on it. No lights on it. I'm trying to back up that thing with just the work lights on my truck.
Which are
And
being
the
blocked by
customer
the trailer.
out there fucking trying to guide me.
In the back of the trailer where you can't see them.
Yep.
Going like this.
Nothing is better when you're trying to back up and they're trying to guide you, and you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm actually going to try and pay attention to you because you're back there, and they're just like, yeah, go ahead, keep coming back.
Fucks you up.
Your mirror line of vision is like over here, and they're like way the hell over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the worst being backed up by someone who doesn't know how to do it.
No,
It's the
hate
fucking
that.
worst, man. If you don't know how to back me up, don't offer to back me up.
Plain and simple.
It's not like it's.
I'll
it's
take advice from you. I'll take advice from you.
you got to know how to back someone up, man. Like,
but other than, no, like I had to get out of the truck, set the air brake, climb down. I walked over to him like, dude, take this flashlight and fucking wave it to where you want me to go.
Yeah.
It's pitch fucking black over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I worked a full day. I paved. We did 200 ton that day. And then I had to get out of work, go get in the fucking heavy duty, and go do this. So on top of doing 200 ton of mix, I had to go deal with that for 6 fucking hours.
yeah.
dude, fuck that noise.
I wanted to suck start my 45 that night.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
So
So, speaking of knowing feelings, gentlemen, as always, it has been a wonderful time. We're
Beautiful.
going to wrap this up. Is there any last words?
I got nothing except for I love you all.
next
I
week
hate
is going to
you
be
all.
fun. I cannot wait.
Can't wait. Make sure you tune in.
Like,
Stay
rate,
tuned.
subscribe, share. Find us fucking everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cocksuckers of all makes and models. God, I love the way you make us, break us, and take us all over the dance floors all night long. You stay sexy. Fuck off.